40 years. A rock and roll group goes big, has hits, is popular, and then disappears for 40 freaking years. And then they come back. It's Larry. We were at a concert. Diane and I were at a concert last night. We saw the Rascals. Now, if you are of a certain age, you know who the Rascals are. You say the Rascals. Oh yeah. And then you start singing the song. Just say, how can I be sure? Or you start singing, good lovin'. And you dance like the middle-aged folks that we are. If you're not of that age, then you know the songs, but you don't necessarily know the group, the Rascals. Or if you're older, you might know them as the Young Rascals, and having seen them last night, they are not the Young Rascals anymore. But where am I going with this, aside from still being on a buzz from seeing this really great stuff, this great band last night? You know rock and roll. It's chaotic, it's wild. You see groups, even to this day, you see groups go really sky high and then they fall to the earth. And I guess that was the same thing that happened with the Rascals. I wasn't born when they first started, and I was just a baby when they had their hits and then disappeared. But those hits, they're in commercials, they're in rock and roll radio, you hear them all the time. I don't know how many people I talked to and they said, oh yeah, I know that song, even though they didn't know the group. So where am I going with this? Good chance that if you're watching this video right now, you're one of these people who's working on stuff, and you're working and you're working and you're not getting where you want to go and you're getting frustrated. And then something happens where nobody knows who you are and then everybody knows who you are. Or they don't necessarily know you by name. They don't know, insert your name here. But your work, the stuff that you do, takes on a life of its own, and it impacts people. You got stuff, and it might take you 10 years to become a sensation. You might never be a name that people know. You might never get the recognition. But the stuff that you're doing, when you put your best into it, takes on life. And somebody's going to be influenced by you. It's going to be big. Give it your best, because you never know what's going to happen.